Okay, hello everybody. This is take 2. We're going to try again to get connected. I've been having problems with my phone today. I'm not sure if it's the internet or if it's my Wi-Fi, but it looks like we're doing a little bit better now. I'm going to find you and make sure that there's no volume and share this over to the creative group. So hopefully we can all find it. Hey Cheryl, hey everybody. Okay. Shoo, the first one, something was going on with my phone and I don't think it was sharing okay. Hang on one second. Let's see, share. Ooh, I think I shared it to my wall. Oh, that's special. Share to a group. Whoopsie. Well, I intended to put this in my creative group. If you're not a member of my creative group, it is called Creating with Selene. My business page is Create with Selene, and that's just so that I don't get confused, because you know there are days where it's really easy for that to happen. And what do you know, I shared it to my wall. I'm just gonna go delete that because honestly, potentially move to trash. Ooh, okay. Whew. All right, so couple of things going on today. I'm very excited about the online workshop tomorrow night. It is featuring Christmas cards, Christmas in July, and I'm just going to give you a little sneak peek. I know that it's backwards when I go this way, so I'm sorry, but we're going to do a better job tomorrow night because these are all ready to go. They're all prepped. And this one's actually a gift card, so when you open it, the gift card would sit inside right there. Isn't that cool? And that's just my cheat sheet for when I write directions, but the directions are written, so I guess I can pull those off. But that's just one of the products, and it's a gift card holder. When you think Christmas, you think you'd want a gift card holder. And you know, what's nice about designs like these is they translate to things like birthdays. It's a perfect segue. Today is my brother-in-law Mike's birthday. He and my mother-in-law live upstairs. We have a 2-family house, and we're going to celebrate Mike's special day. Hopefully we have a couple of minutes. Tonight is my cribbage night, so I run out of the house and we play cribbage on Tuesday nights. But here's the projects for tomorrow night. So we will be live in the online workshop group, and if you can't find that, just let me know. Thanks, Joe. I'll make sure we let Mike know. But like a terrible crafter, I haven't made his birthday card yet, so I was thinking that maybe today you guys could help me. And I have a couple of ideas whirling around, so maybe we can jump in and do something together. I was looking at and I'm just going to pull it up on my computer and show you that way because I can see your comments here. Hey, Brenda. Good to see you. Casing Tuesday is something that I typically do every single week. And I've been running a little bit behind. I think it's because it's summer. I've slowed down just a little bit, you know. Although the BOGO was pretty darn crazy. So I'm going to flip the camera for a second, and I want to show you what I'm looking at my computer. This is the Casing Tuesday sketch, and you can see there's like a designer series paper layer. This came from page 25 of the annual catalog, but I kind of like the outline, and I like it for a couple of different things going on in my head. So I was thinking maybe we could make a birthday card from Mr. Mike with that in our head. So now that we're all kind of on the same page, let me see if I can go back to the video. And what's the group again? So there's 2 different groups. Margaret, that's a good question. There's Creating with Selene, and that's a private group where I post a bunch of stuff. But you know what the best part of that is? Everybody posts in there. It's not just me. There's a lady, Lavon, who posts some really crazy, over-the-top, fun-fold things. And everybody kind of posts and share what they're working on in there. And I love the group because it's just all my friends. And I don't care if you're a demonstrator. Like, we all just kind of share and have fun in there. And it's not the Selene show, which I like. And then there's an online workshop group and with me, and it's my name, and I put the link to that one all over my business page today. So you should be able to find that one just by clicking over and requesting to join. So yeah, exciting. So I didn't bring down the clip even, but I was thinking a card from Mr. Mike, aka Uncle Mike. I don't know if you guys know this, but sometimes I like to take my designer paper and cut it up into quarter sheets. And what I mean by a quarter sheet is I do 5 1/4 by 4, where is if I was making a card, like this is from the Christmas workshop, and I wanted to just, boom, put a layer on it, it fits on a basic medium-sized card perfectly. And it's a nice little jumping off point, although I will say I don't always use a full piece of cardstock with a card, but this, I have a couple of ideas rolling around in my head, and maybe you guys can help with that, and we can make a card for Mr. Mike. All right, 1 second, and I'm gonna flip this over, and I'm gonna bring down my clip. It's gonna take me an extra second because I actually have to pull the clip down and make it stop shaking. So just 1 second. I know I'm putting my hand over so I don't make you dizzy. All right, booyah, we have stuff on the table too. This is leftovers. I was playing with my team meeting for Sunday, and so this month's team meeting will be next month's online workshop, and I'll give you a hint, it's a summertime set, and I used chalk pastels or soft pastels to color these. So fun. Hard to keep a busy crafter down. Okay. So I'm thinking about that sketch still, and I have these quarter sheets, and these are all 5 1/4 by 4. So you get 6 of these out of 1 piece of designer paper, and of course, in the designer series paper packs, you get 2 of each sheet. So I think it was Debbie who bought packages of designer paper because they're on sale through the end of the month. I think they're $9 something. They're usually $11.50 and they're $9 something. But I love doing this because it gives me a jumping off point for cards, right? So normally we would take a piece of paper to make a card and score it down the middle at 4 1/4. You guys know this part because you're all experts. But let's just do that. So I'm going to cut this one at 4 1/4. But this idea that I have in my head for that Casing Tuesday sketch actually would have me cut my paper at 5 1/4. And of course, I'm on the wrong side to do that. Hang on. So 5 1/4. I already scored it at 4 1/4. So now I'm going to cut this piece off. And I'm just going to hold on to that and maybe play with that after. But then I've got a piece of 5 1/4 by 11. So I'm going to cut this at 5 1/2, and I'm going to make 2 card bases at the same time. Now, normally I wouldn't cut that piece off, but this is the idea. So I have this piece, and this is just like a 1-inch lip on the front of my card, right? So this is kind of me looking at that sketch that I showed you a couple minutes ago. And if you didn't see it, you can always catch it on the replay. All right, so this paper has a side, like side B, that's all blue. And there's one of them. And here's the other one. I like this one because both sides are kind of generic. So we're talking guy birthday card. I mean, that one's a little foo-foo. So perhaps Mike's card, we'll use this one because, and we could go this way because that's an awful pretty complementary color. And then the inside wouldn't necessarily be too girly. So let's do that. I'm going to start. Hello from Minnesota. Thanks for sharing, Pam. That's really cool. I appreciate you taking the time to come have some fun with me today. You know, no matter what my day is looking like, I always look forward to coming to spend time with you guys on Tuesday, because it's a dedicated time that I know that I'm gonna spend crafting. Even if I'm crazy busy, you know, doing whatever, I can stop, drop, and craft. Boy, that would be a good show name. Not that. Okay, so now I've got my card front is built on the layer 2, which is the inside layer, and it's designer paper. And when you open it, it's actually decorative, which I sort of dig. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one just because I like it. And this is Seal Plus. When I do the release with the Seal Plus, I have to remember to come up over the top, because then it'll be sitting there waiting for me when I go to use it again. It's when I forget to kind of come up that I have trouble. And I could do that side, but that's really girly foo-foo. So I'm gonna go this way for Mr. Mike. You know, and the other thing I could do if I didn't want this layer is I could put, you know, another pattern on the inside, but I don't want to cover that up either. It's so pretty. All right. So we have polka dots. So what better to go with polka dots than stripes? I'm gonna come in and cut the little bit that we need for the front of the card, because this is a 1-inch tab, so I'm thinking maybe 3/4 to fill in the gap here. Does anybody know what this fold is called? Because I really don't. I know that there's another card that I want to make, and it's called a bookmark card, and that's a different measurement. But this one, where we glue the designer paper on the inside, I don't know what the term is for it, but I'm sure there's a word that I don't know. Anyway, ooh, okay, so we have stripes and polka dots on this one. Why not stripes and polka dots on this one? So I'm gonna come in and do another 3/4 inch strip. And again, it's a nice way to have like just a jumping off point, right? And I'm not gonna get rid of this other piece because we have that bookmark card to do yet. So we have the start of 2 projects here. Now there's a third style project that I wanted to show you, and that's the bookmark card. And I could do it with a full sheet of cardstock. Oh, but I had a card base cut here, so I'm thinking we could just do that. Here it is. So this is just a regular piece of cardstock, and I scored it at 4 1/4, and then I cut it at 5 1/2. So we all know that part. And then I'm also going to score it again at 5 1/4. So it's really the same concept, except on the blue cards, I cut it at that 1-inch marker. And on this one, I'm gonna score it at that 1-inch marker and fold it, and then we're gonna stick this part down. And this is called, I don't know why, but it's called a bookmarker card. And then stick that down. Now I could punch a couple of holes and put a ribbon there. We could decorate it and tie it up with more designer paper. This is awfully cool, huh? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the other piece that we cut off of that one, and I'm gonna trim a 1/4 inch off of it. I don't know what the measurement is on this, but I know that it's too big. So I'm gonna go a 1/4 inch that way and try again and see if it's a good measurement for that bookmark card. It is. Okay, so let's just measure this. It's 5 1/4. I know that because it was originally 5 1/4 by 4, and now this is 3 inches wide. Okay, pretty cool. Yeah, this is a bookbinding card for sure. The other one, I don't know if it has a special term for it, We can make up a name for it. Maybe that could be a contest of the week. Make up a name for this layer 2 awesomeness. I don't know. Too funny. But yes, this is a bookmark card. And then I definitely want to, I'm really gravitating towards the blue. So I want to stick towards the blue if I can, but we'll find something to put there. These are all orange. Maybe green. Well, maybe if we did the green one and we did 3/4, that could be a card for Mr. Mike. Because I'm really trying to, masculine guy cards are really difficult. Let's see. Because we, you know, I tend to lean towards flowers, and no matter how many sets they come out with, I'm forever putting flowers on cards. I'm just drawn to that. So to find something different for a guy, but this will work. I like the green with it. All side B of that peaches paper. Okay, so there's my bookmarker card to start. So then I was looking at this image, the sailboat, and I know that this isn't a happy birthday set, but I thought that that would be a good image. Because again, like the race cars have retired. I was thinking I could do stars, but I'm thinking Mr. Mike might like a sailboat card. Hey, Sue, good to see you. So while you guys are waiting for me to fuss with this, you can come up with a name for my my designer paper awesome inside card. Well, maybe we could call it Awesome Insides. Because, I mean, to see both sides of a piece of designer paper and to have them showing like that is pretty darn cool. Okay, and then, well, I have this piece of white hanging out over here. Wonder if that's too tall. No, that works. Okay. Memento. This is a fresh memento pad. I just got it, and it's like dreamy. Nothing like a fresh ink pad. Bon voyage. Promise to keep in touch. Will I fit in your luggage? That's a good one. For those of you going to a tropical location, feel free to put me in your luggage. Balmy blue. I'm just grabbing a couple of things. Like, for example, I got the whole ribbon bin with me because I couldn't decide. It's like, oh, maybe something white. This looks like the end of a roll. It is the end of a roll, so I'm probably going to use that. I don't think we have a balmy blue ribbon. Let me see if I have a blends. Oh yeah, we got balmy blue blends. We've got balmy blue classic markers. Okay, we should be good to go there. And maybe we should grab like a tiny little gray. And maybe navy. Seriously, when the music in my head stops, I'll sit down. Okay. Double duty twofer. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So we've got, to start, I was thinking, I like to do like a little bit of a shadow sometimes. I hope I don't wreck this, but you know, that's why we do this on the fly, because we don't know what we're doing till we get here. But I like to have like a little bit of shadow. It's funny how it brings an image to life. I'm going to close up that so you can see. It really, you know, if you're coloring in anything kind of kid-like, it really does. Oh, you know what we could do? We're gonna need more paper for that though. We could make masking. We could make a sailboat. What color? Okay, if we're gonna use this color, if we're gonna use this as the base, which one should I use to put inside the sails? Do we want polka dots or stripes? You guys pick. And I know we don't sell these anymore. I had about 5 of them and I BOGO'd them, but I kept one for me. And this is a crocodile, and it will measure so that I know that if this is 1 inch long, I want this to sit at a 1/2 inch. And if I wanted to punch a hole, that when I punch a hole here, it's gonna punch it at the 1/2 inch mark on both sides, so it looks a little bit more polished. And actually, that hole looks a little small for my ribbon, so I'm gonna go one more time. I get the thicker ribbon. But that way you know that you can go in and punch a hole and it'll end up in the same spot, which is nice. Stripes, 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 stripes. Okay, I got you. Stripes. And I'm thinking, now it's like, this way or this way? This way. Okay. I'm done. I like that. I don't need to go any further. Totally awesome. All right, so I posted this tip to my business page, and there were some people saying, oh my God, I'd never fussy cut an image. Well, first thing, you got to get some of the fuss stuff out of the way. And then you just take your time. If I were cutting out a white image, like if I was cutting out the whole sailboat, I would leave a border all the way around. And I've been at events where, you know, a friend will be across the table and they will contort their body. They'll be like, to try to like go around the corner to try and cut out an image. And the best thing that you can do is take your time. I would say, slow your roll and move the paper and keep the scissors stationary. So here we go. And for now, I'm just going to do this and see if I even want any white in the middle. I guess I do. Do I? Yeah, okay. I'm going to cut it apart one more spot. Oh, booyah. How's that? So when in doubt with something like this, it's already getting kind of small for my fingers. I'm going to put the glue here. It's going to do one of those on me. All right, I'm getting a push pin. See, we're real life stamping here. Every time you go to use your glue and it's got a booger, you just have to go in and get it. Okay. Nothing but real. Okay. Oh, that's so cute. Oh. Okay. And what did I do with the other half? Of course, there it is. And again, I'm not going to try and get my fingers around that. I'm gonna do this instead. And I like the gap in the middle. I wonder what color green this is. It looks like pear pizzazz or old olive to me. But I'm gonna grab a light olive blend and come in and do that, because then it will really marry up to this guy. And you know, it's kind of crazy. I probably shouldn't do this, but I don't know why I'm feeling like the whole thing needs to come out. And again, I'll just move the paper. It's so relaxing. And some people are like, I don't know what you mean, it's so stressful, but just take your time with it, because if you rush, that's when it's gonna look funky or choppy or whatever. Ta-da, around the corner. So, did you guys do anything fun over the weekend? I would love to hear what you're up to. It's been raining here, so we have been Googling how to build an ark. So if anybody has good information on how to do that, we're gonna need it in the Northeast soon. Let's see. Oh, look at that. That's way better. Okay, and I do like the white border, but I want to come in just a little tighter. So it's kind of like giving a haircut. Once you cut too much, that's it. You're done. You can't like glue it back on. Well, I suppose you could, but it might look kind of yucky. So it's always better to go a little more than you think, and then go in and give it a little trim to see what you think. That's coming together. Okay, so what do you think about happy birthday from Mike? I could put it right here, and we could stamp it maybe right on the designer paper. If we stamp it, do you think that we should, I'm a little nervous about stamping right on the designer paper, because it's going to have to be dark enough to show up. So like, what do you think? Like navy and balmy blue, like I could do happy birthday. So you guys tell me what colors we should stamp. Maybe a black, because of the black boat. I'll grab some ink colors and you guys tell me. Jill, you got a new alarm system for the house. Well, that's in case like crazy stalker stamper people come to Michigan and come find you like I did, huh? Okay, so black for one of them. That's cool. Should the other color be like balmy blue? I really wonder what it's gonna look like. I'll get them loaded on the stamps, and maybe we'll take it for a test drive before we stamp it on the card, considering I already stuck it down. My team member is messaging me, hey, did my payment on PayPal not go through? We have a team meeting on Sunday. It's the first one back. Like, we're gonna do a hybrid meeting. We're gonna do half on Zoom and then half in the room. And I'm super excited about it. So Night of Navy, you're brave to stamp right on top. Yeah, no, I think I need to do a little test run. All right, so we're saying Night of Navy, Midnight Muse, black. Well, let's start with this piece, and I can't believe I'm gonna stamp on this, but you know, we have to have a sample to mess with, right? Birthday. And after all, Mr. Mike is worth wrecking a piece of paper if it's not gonna work. So that's the Night of Navy. And then here's Balmy Blue. So this is the exact same color as the designer paper. Let's see if it shows up. I kind of like it right there. Oh, what do you guys think of that? I think it's good. What do you guys think? I'm waiting. I'll do something else while I'm waiting. Oh, maybe I'll put the ribbon through the side. So we'll put that over there. Oh my gosh. There's another card. I think it's good, yeah. Knight of Navy. I think that's a good combination. So we'll stamp that directly on our project here in a minute. But for now, let's go down and then up. And I know it's a guy card, and here I am putting ribbon on it, but that's me. The ribbon is all about me. I love ribbon. Ugh, and this one's got like crud on it right there. Here, let me fix that. Now you can't tell. This is one of the combo packs in the main catalog. It actually carried over from the last one, and it has Midnight Muse twine in it. Funny story, I was telling somebody earlier, you know, we were talking about tying bows, and I was like, oh yeah, I showed 3 ways to tie a bow on my last online workshop. And I said, you know, it's so funny, somebody just asked the question and I stopped, drop, and roll, you know. So she said, well, what are the 3 ways? And I said, well, loop, swoop, and pull, bow maker, or bunny ears. So she said, well, how do you loop, swoop, and pull? And I said, well, how do you tie your shoes? And she said, well, geez, I don't know. I said, take the ribbon down to your, because she was all jammed up when I said loop, swoop, and pull. And she said she could never figure it out while she was crafting. So I said, it's really simple. Take the ribbon and go down to your foot and pretend you're tying your shoes. And she did it. And we both rolled on the floor. It was really funny. That was my morning Zoom chat with my friend Christine. Oh my gosh, we rolled. It was awesome. Okay, so let's come back in and we'll, I'm following that original sketch. So although I really love this and I should definitely make it into a second birthday card, I'm going to do this. Oh, I can't believe how awesome that came out. I'm going to totally use the other piece too. I just love it when stuff works out. It makes it look like I actually planned it. But we all know I didn't. It's okay. Now, do we put the, no, see, now that doesn't fit. We could put it up here. Ooh, maybe like a little tailwind out of there. Wink a Stella tail. Sailing off into the sunset. Oh, I think he's gonna love it. And he's a good guy. Like, no matter what I make, we're gonna put a couple scratch tickets in there and he's gonna be over the moon excited. It's Misty Moonlight. Oh, color the ribbon with dark blend blue. But it's already on the card. We can do that after. We'll do it with this. We'll do it with the other one. Because we're almost done with this one. Oh my gosh. I could make that the H, Appy. Like we're from the islands. Happy birthday. But no. All right, so we got that, and then well, if you're from the islands, don't be offended, because you know what? I'm from Massachusetts, and apparently I don't say my R's, so we all have something that makes us unique. And then I'm gonna go, so I did a dark Misty Moonlight, and I mean balmy blue, and now I'm doing a light balmy blue for the bottom just to finish off the boat. It's funny because it doesn't look like the balmy blue that's in the DSP, but I'm sure that this will oxidize and like come up to the right color, because right now it's not quite right. But seriously, that is a cool card for a cool guy. All right, and then how about we finish this one? Because honestly, that is so cool. I'm gonna need another sailboat though. These are great for summer birthdays. So cool. And so that you guys don't have to watch me do the piecing thing again, we could just color this one with blends. This one had Night of Navy in the middle, so I'm gonna go for it and put that stripe right there. I want to put like a crossbones on the top one, this one. And then how about a little shading? So I don't know if you guys do blends very often, but there's always, they come in pairs, and there's a dark and a light. And the reason that they do that is you can create your own dark to light shadows. And of course you need the lifter, which I didn't grab, but I'll show you that in a second. And I'm pointing the point towards the line so that I don't accidentally go over. The alcohol markers are very very wet, and they tend to spread. So you do one section at a time, and you go right into the dark and pull it out into the light so that you get rid of that line. So I did the dark, and I'm pulling it out, pulling it out, pulling it out. And now I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna start up here and then pull it out, pull it out. So I'm not going back into the first section again. And then when you get to the top, it'll just be the lighter color. But that's the concept behind the blend marker. And it really does. So then you can go back in and add more depth. But you definitely don't want to leave it there. You want to make sure that while it's wet, you get in there and blend, 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 and keep pulling it out like that. Oh my goodness, the private messages keep coming through. Hey Janelle, good to see you. Don't they know I'm crafting with you? This is my craft time. Nobody be interrupting us, right? Retired color, I still have mine. What's retired color? A Balmy Blue isn't retired. Balmy Blue is still current. I don't know, maybe I'm... Oh, Midnight Muse. Oh, I see, Midnight Muse. Yeah, no, you know, it's funny, you said Midnight Muse, and I heard in my head Misty Moonlight because it's my new favorite. So it was like you didn't even say it. I'm sorry, that's funny. All right. But I'm like that. I'm Dory. I have a short attention span. All right, this is cool. And you notice it goes much faster when it's a straight line because you can just whip around those corners. And of course it's live, and I value your time so much, and I appreciate you spending some time with me today and every Tuesday and whenever we go live. Tomorrow night is going to be a ball. I've got the Christmas cards ready to roll, and I always have a fun time at those. And make sure if you have crafting questions in general that you bring them, because at the end I do a Q&A for anybody that needs help with their stuff. I am all about it. Quiz me, and if I don't know, I'll just tell you I don't know. Because I certainly don't know everything. Okay, here we go. We got this guy, and someone said we needed to try coloring this ribbon, so I'm going to come back to that now. Are we going Night of Navy, or are we going Balmy Blue with the ribbon? You guys vote, and I'll clean up the table or something. I'll pretend like I actually clean. Or maybe I'll pull another stamp out. That's entirely possible. Ombre, navy, twine. Ombre, navy, balmy. Well, I like that. So we did navy, navy, ombre. Navy or twine. So I gotta go get the other twine. Actually, that twine doesn't match though. It's a different blue. It's the midnight, or not midnight muse. I'm saying it now. It's the misty moonlight. Don't you just want to stamp in the misty moonlight? It's so funny. Yeah, when my friend ever bent down with her ribbon over her shoe and she tied a bow like first try, we almost both died. It was the funniest thing ever. Okay, so this is this is kind of cute. Well, this is hanging out on the table, right? And then this image is poking me in the eye. So while I'm in between, speaking of distractible, yes, I am. Do we want to do like a keep in touch card or, ooh, I like this one too. This is the beginning of anything you want. You know what? That's every single day. Today is the beginning of anything you want. Life is really short and you only get one go around. So whatever it is you want to do that. Oh my gosh, you went to Mike's. I love that. Did you see every time I post food on my page, there's some sort of controversy. So like I posted a picture because I liked my chicken sandwich and oh boy. And then I posted a picture of Mike's and everybody was saying, oh no, you got to go to the other place. Well, dude, I went to Mike's. But I love that everybody's so passionate about their food. It's kind of like fruitcake. They either love it or they hate it. Ah, is that not the coolest thing ever? So that turned into something totally different. Just then, that was cool. All right, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna go ombre with the ribbon. So that was a brilliant idea. I love when we make cards together because you guys give me more ideas than I would ever get on my own. So I just listen to you and everything is better. All right, so I'm gonna start. Whoop. So you guys know that all of our markers have this line on them. So this is the side that you color with and this is the side you write with. So it's gonna be much easier on myself if I start with this. And I think I'm gonna make like stripes. So I'm gonna start here. This is the Night of Navy. And I'm gonna, she said ombre, so I'm gonna do a little bit of Night of Navy on like 2 or 3, maybe 4 sections. Might be time for me to get a new Night of Navy because it looks like it's really soaking up that ink. That's okay though, because I have a light Night of Navy. Is this? Oh, this is light Night of Navy. That's our balmy. And hopefully whatever that thing is on my ribbon goes away when I color over it. Yeah, this is like time to buy a new one. Good thing they're disposable. I can just get another one. And look at how juicy this one is. So this is going to be great. It'll, this is how they're supposed to work when they're brand new, but like mine have been around for a couple of years and it's time for a refill. But good news is next month Celebration's coming, so I can get refills on this and my adhesives. I always buy like white paper and envelopes during Celebration because it's the time to stock up. All right, so there's that. By the way, this is very saturated now. And going back to my balmy blue, I'm just gonna pull right out. Ooh. That's interesting. And that's part of the deal with the blends because while it's wet, it'll just kind of ooze into itself. So I like the whole ombre idea. Good thinking, Cheryl. Fun. Ugh. Except I'm going to be like, but you know, it's not strange at all for me to go to cribbage with multiple colors on my hands. Do you guys like to play cards? I play all sorts of games. I like whist. I love playing board games. During the pandemic, when we couldn't go to cribbage, we would have a family game night and play cards here instead. All right, so this looks okay, except in here, it looks like I drowned out my navy a bit. So I'm gonna make that stripe a little bit more. I don't know. What do you guys think? Oh, euchre. Am I saying that right? Euchre. I've never played that. That would be cool. I love learning new games. Okay, whew. I'm gonna give that a second to dry because it is good and saturated. Nice, good. Even with my accent, I said it right. I like that. Thank you, Mary. Build me up, Buttercup. All right, so we've got this happy birthday from Mr. Mike. I'm stoked about it, by the way. Thank you. And then we have this one, which it follows the same idea, but this one has the designer paper on the inside. And this one is that bookmarker card. So it's just the same thing. This one's scored at 1 inch. This one's cut at 1 inch. And then the designer paper sits on the inside. Wicked cool. Oh, we didn't do this one. So while we're waiting for that to dry, ugh, it's still wet. You can't make up that kind of grossness, yeah. Just saying. But I usually don't have a problem being inky, but I don't know, it feels weird. Ugh. All right. Too funny. How about some luggage? All right, I put the black ink pad away. There it is. This is the new one. Nothing like fresh ink. And I know we sell re-inkers, but I don't know, like those, that style pad. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, but when I ink up using a firm foam pad, for example, I will watch my image light up and stamp on my project, right? Here, just so that I'm not. And stamp on my project and kind of let it ease on in, right? Well, that's with the firm foam pad. With these style pads, these are the old ones. I do the bang bang. With authority, by the way. That is the way, it's the rubber stamper tap, 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 but it is the way to get those ink pads to stamp beautifully every time. And it is, we joke that it's the tap, 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 but I used to always say, no, it's the bang, bang, bang. Let's see. And for those of you going on vacation, the question remains, will I fit in your luggage? Although I did plan, I did plan a trip to go see my team in the South. And I'm praying that I get to see as many of them as possible. My good friend and team member, Mary, is going to be hosting my quarterly at her house. Oh, I rocked. Darn it. All right. I got excited, what can I say? And usually I do trim my stamps for that reason. Because it's a fresh, a fresh stamp. But let's see if we can fix some of it. This is a sand eraser, if you're wondering, and it's made by Tombow. You can find them online. And nope, I wrecked that part. Okay, so what do we do when we wreck something? We fix it a different way. You're gonna need highly specialized equipment to fix this, just so you know. I'm gonna go down the long way. Here's my super duper highly specialized equipment. Yeah, you know what? I think it is definitely a necessary, but I was taking the ink off, so I don't want to wreck my image. So I'm going to go like this, and then like this, and then like this. See how highly specialized this is? Whew, tough stuff. And then like this. And I'm gonna tuck it up underneath the wheels here to see, because I'm noticing that my mark is a little bit high. Ugh. Look, it's, I'm gonna do it again. I gotta make my white bigger. And then I'm gonna have to, all right, I'm good now. I used to have a friend who'd come to stamp class, and when she would make a mistake, she would get all red-faced, and she'd say, I don't need another piece of paper, it's okay. And I'd be like, seriously, why not? You know, it's fine, it's just a piece of paper. And she's like, no, that all costs you money, and da-da-da. And I say, okay, I'm gonna charge you a nickel. So I owe myself a nickel. But I'd rather get it right. So I definitely want to cover this. And, that's weird now. It's almost a little crunchy from the ribbon. I mean, from the, I want like a thin ribbon. Good thing I didn't put the container back, because now I don't have to get up again. Too funny. All right, so we're gonna go this way. All over the place, just like me. Whoop, whoop. I swear though, we come up with the best stuff together. All right, that is the worst Z-fold. I'm gonna go again. All right, 1, 2. The reason they call this a Z-fold is in the back, it's almost gonna resemble a Z or an N, right? Isn't that better? Ta-da, round of applause. Thank you very much. I just had to slow down a little. I was getting excited. Too funny. All right, so we get some dimensionals on the back. We'll peel off a couple of them. Again, it doesn't matter if the middle's sticky. It's just about the height. And will I fit in your luggage? Yay, let's cover up that. But now it's on the wheels. I don't know, what do you think? Maybe I should. Oh, you know, I had to put a dimensional over the top of that. Good stuff. I just don't want it to be so tall right there, because the wheels of the suitcase are right there. That's better. And of course, I'll probably need one of those again, right? Otherwise, what will we stick to? Other than myself. Oh yeah, that's better. And then we can just, and it doesn't bother me one iota that it's hanging out the bottom just a little. I think that's cute. All right, so we got Will I Fit in Your Luggage? This is the beginning of Anything You Want. And Happy Birthday. All similar layouts, but different concepts. And I really need a birthday card, so thank you. Yeah. Oh, there was one more thing, right? We were waiting for the ribbon to dry. See? Distractible. What did I do with that card? It's under here. What a mess. Happy birthday. After all that, I kind of just want like piece of it. Like I kind of want it to be like the stuff coming out the back of the, I don't know. Let me see. See where I'm going with that? That's pretty cool, actually. Oh, and it fell apart. That's okay. I got it. We'll put some glue there and then it won't matter. Isn't that cool? And then it's perfect because then we can get it to do exactly what we want. I gotta put the glue down further though because I want it to come off the bottom like the prop. Okay, so that'll be one. Speed sailboat. That's it, right? Just as long as we're not doing speed birthdays, because I have no problems with those slowing down just a little bit. Okay. Not that I like my age. I like every age, but I'd be happy with a little bit of a slower progression. Let's see. This is so cool. You guys are the best. Ugh. Yeah, so I totally wouldn't have done this without you. Ombre, brilliant idea. And I like the way the ribbon, like when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's definitely waves. And now it's like, I just want to play with it. And I might have to cut them a little shorter, but I like the fact that this can sit right where the happy is, like sailing into the sunset a bit. Cool cards. Very creative. Thank you for all the help. Too cool. So don't forget the designer series paper sale. Wow, it's sticky stuff, huh? It's because of my pressure. If I lighten up my hand, it'll stop doing that. See? I get excited and I push too hard, and then next thing you know, yeah, I agree. Whoever said it in their head, I heard you. Yes, you're right. Because nobody said it online, but I definitely heard it. Too darn cool. Well, okay, that was really fun. I don't know what I did with my stand. Oh, there it is. But we did really good. Okay, so we've got 4 cards out of today's live. We've got the speedboat with the ombre, and I have ombre ribbon left over, so Lord only knows what happens after I hang up. And then I've got the happy birthday for Mr. Mike. And then Will I Fit in Your Luggage is that inside fold that we didn't name this technique, but we'll call it the DSP quarter sheet move. Yeah, it's still too long. And then just like today, this is the beginning of anything you want. So it's a new day, full of possibilities. Whatever it is that you want, that's what you should get. Ta-da. All right, I'm gonna flip the camera so I can read your comments and say hello. Yay! Oh, I'm too close. Too close! Oh my gosh. My desk is a disaster zone, but it's all good. Thank you. I always have fun at cribbage, yes. So, and that's the thing, like, I know that people go to cribbage and they get very competitive, So much so that they don't have fun. My daughter came home one night and she scored like a very low score, and she's like, Mom, I did awful. And I'm like, did you have fun? Then you win. That's part of the deal. But yay. I'm so happy. Yay. These are cool. I'm really happy with the way they came out. I didn't think that we could make them so masculine. I was a little nervous about Uncle Mike's card. So I needed a good man card. So we will see you guys next week, and I'll see some of you at the meeting on Sunday for my team. Oh, and I'll see some of you tomorrow night. We got that that Christmas card, Christmas in July. Whoop, whoop. So we'll be making cards tomorrow night. We'll see you there. And if you need a link, just buzz me, and I'll get that over to you. Love you guys. Good night.